What's up, toys? I just got back from seeing Toy Story 5, and it's time for another mid-measurement. Like always, going to this movie, going in completely blind. I really knew nothing about it. I saw like one clip from the Escape Pod podcast guys saying like what their ratings was, but I really knew nothing about this movie. I knew it was like a more Jesse focused movie, which I honestly, that was a good part of the movie for me. I'm glad it wasn't just Woody or Buzz again. Even though like Buzz is, I think, maybe the most interesting one of them, but everything I have to talk about with this movie is mostly spoilers. One thing I will say, the animation in this movie is spectacular. Especially when it switches between, I can say that, no spoilers. When it switches like between things, when it's in the other version, it looks crazy good, like Into the Spider-Verse stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm just gonna give my rating early this time. I think this is gonna be a shorter one. I'm gonna go straight into spoilers. So yeah, Toy Story 5, my rating is a 4 out of 5. So that's my rating. If that's all you're here for, you can click off. If you don't want spoilers, now's your chance. I'll give you 3 seconds. Okay. So going straight into spoilers, my favorite part of this movie, easily, the buzzes, the side plot with them. The way that it's animated, where it's like so many of them, they're all doing different things. And like you don't really completely know what they're doing as they're doing it until like it actually happens. So good. I love that part. I thought Jesse was great as the main lead for this movie. I do wish we got to see some more from some of the other toys, like Slinky, my goat, kind of got like pushed to the side. He had like 2 lines in the whole movie, but that's kind of for all the toys that aren't the main 3, like Buzz, Woody, and Jesse. But I think that's fine. I think it's okay to have them off to the side, because at this point in the Toy Story like franchise, there's so many toys, and I think they actually do a great job giving all of these different toys like lines and actual parts in the movie, even though they may be small. Honestly, this movie, I really didn't know where it was going most of the time, which I thought was great. A lot of the jokes, they didn't specifically land for me. Some things did, like a certain recurring one. I didn't find it that funny at the start, but the more they kept bringing it up, I was like, okay, this is kind of funny. People in the theater were laughing, so I don't think it's an unfunny movie. I just think it's maybe not my type of humor, but I do think some things did hit for me. This movie, it's very very emotional. There's a lot of like sad moments. There's a lot of things. I don't think it's like cry in the theater type emotional, but like you'll feel stress, you'll feel like sadness, you'll feel joy. It's just a lot. And my rating, the reason I'm giving it a 4, I was actually leaning towards a 3.5. But actually, in the theater, I turned to my brother after the movie, like we were watching the credits. I was like, if there's an end credit scene that shows what happens with all the buses, this is a 4. And I mean, spoilers, if you're here, yeah, there was an end credit scene that showed exactly what happened with them. And I thought it wrapped it up perfectly. So, yeah, I mean, really not much to say with this movie. Like I said, the animation, absolutely incredible. There's a lot of animals in this movie compared to the other Toy Stories. There's like sometimes like a dog here and then just humans and toys, but this movie, there's like a lot of animals. I thought that was interesting. I think they look incredible considering that they're actually like animation, not real, obviously. You know, I thought the things with Jesse's former owner, I thought it was all executed pretty well. I think this movie is just so much better than Toy Story 4. I really like haven't seen any marketing for this movie other than the original trailer, which I think is kind of sad, because I think people, well, having seen Toy Story 4, will not go see this one, even though it's way better than Toy Story 4. I think maybe like I don't think I'm putting this above. I'm definitely not putting above Toy Story 3. I don't think I'll put it above Toy Story 2 either, but maybe Toy Story 1. Is that crazy? Is that a hot take? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, I think this was a fantastic movie. I think everyone, I liked the way they executed everything. I liked the way they handled the tablet. I'm glad they didn't really try to solve like the whole world's problems. That would have been way too much. I'm glad they just focused on Bonnie and just focusing on getting her one friend. I do think it's kind of bleak that it's like, okay, all these other kids they're just done. They're gone. There's going to be no more play unless you find a specific perfect person that matches up. But you know what? That's fine. That's not really what this movie's about. It's about this one girl and this one toy and like these 2 people, bringing them together. So overall, Toy Story 5 really surprised me. Love the movie. Like I said, go see it. Drop a comment. What did you think? Subscribe, check out some other videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Yep. All right. This was a shorter one. Thanks. Bye, guys. Supergirl next weekend. So yeah, look forward to that. Bye. Thanks for coming. Bye.